Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Deltarune. So, we got a save file from the last run we did here. We're gonna get rid of that. Don't need that. Let's do a little bit of, making some frozen chicken, how about? So, Deltarune is a game that came out in 2018, Chapter 1. It constantly belittled us, saying our choices didn't matter. You know, like a liar. In actuality, Chapter 2 has an alternate route called the Snowgrave route or the Weird route. Either name is fine. The Weird route is what the game calls it in the code. The Snowgrave route is what I called it. And since I made the first... since I made a video on it, I get to name it, right? That's how that works? Yeah. But yeah, I like the name Snowgrave route. It's pretty cool. So, congratulations to GDQ for smashing the 3 million mark. But we're just a little bit shy of the record. And you know me, I'm famous for breaking records. Now it's your time. Now it's your turn, Twitch chat. Can we break this record right now during this run? Just like I break every single world record I ever compete against, ever, because I'm perfect and flawless? All right, we're gonna go ahead and start the timer. In 3, 2, 1, go! So we don't need to do any RNG manipulation this time because there's no Giga Queen fight in this run. Thank goodness. No head manipulation. So good.
Wonder what we might have instead.
Yeah, we'll see, I guess. So, remember the door overflow glitch? Yeah, it's a little bit wild. Now, you may have remembered, I made a specific comment earlier mentioning something about Susie and Ralsei's S and R action commands. I mentioned that it was really convenient for menuing in the main route, but something was up in Snowgrave route. Well, as it turns out, if you don't have N action, which is Noelle's action move, which is also unlocked by beating the DJs, you can't cast Snowgrave against Birdly. For some reason, it's only in that fight too. If you try to cast Snowgrave outside that battle, it works fine. Yep. But in that battle...
You get the spell, but it doesn't do anything.
Yeah, but only in that battle, you need to have N action. So that Snowgrave is in slot 5 or else it doesn't work. Yeah. So because of that, we have to do some very intriguing routing surrounding the DJs. We still want to skip them. The problem is, if we beat the DJs, we can't use the door overflow glitch because we need to have a DJ. And if you beat them, obviously you can't use the 400 bagels text to do the overflow. So there was a niche interaction that existed in this game for a really long time that was a pain in runners' sides for a long time. If you got into the DJ fight, there'd be a cutscene that plays beforehand. And every time you die, that cutscene gets skipped on the next fight. If that cutscene gets skipped, your position doesn't get updated properly and you leave the room faster than normal. If you leave the room too quickly, the game won't update the story flag in time to mark the DJs as defeated and they'll just respawn. This was really annoying until about a week ago where we realized it's literally the only thing that makes this route work and it's a miracle that it's in the game at all. So yeah, that certainly helped out. So for those of you who don't know what the Snowgrave route is, it is an alternative route involving Noelle in the city segment, where you go out of your way to do a couple of things that are not so nice. Just psychologically manipulating Noelle to kill multiple innocent people. Nothing wrong with that. Listen, it's just a little thing. Little things like that. Except, we're gonna use the door overflow glitch a little bit more heavily in this run, let's just say that. But
this isn't just a door skip. This is an advanced.
This is advanced door skip. But before we get to that, we do have to run through the same little part, as always. Now, because of the DJs being in this run, it reintroduces the most hated part of this game by speedrunners, and that is DJ RNG. So in order for the DJ's fight to go as fast as possible, you want Chris to die. Because if Chris dies in that fight and one of the other party members stays alive, then the fight will automatically progress to the end, and it's very fast. The thing is that Chris, when at low HP, has a specific line of code written that re-rolls the damage targeting algorithm again. So it chooses between any of the targets at 1 at 3. So if like Susie, Chris, and Ralsei are all up, it will choose a random target 1 and 3. And if Chris is targeted while at low HP, it will re-roll again. So essentially, Chris's odds become a 1 in 9 or a 1 in 4 if only 2 people are up. Which, is not ideal.
I think we call those suboptimal, or in more Deltarune-friendly terms. In more Deltarune terms, Chris, get the damage.
Oh my gosh, I wasn't paying attention. What just happened? Anyway, that was a very optimal Queen Punch-Out segment there.
I think I said get the damage, and we did. But.
I'm pretty sure I should forfeit my speedrunning license for getting a 66, but that's okay. So I am going to take a save here after unequipping some equipment from Chris, because we do want Chris to die in just 1 hit. So we're going to take off both of Chris's Amber cards, and we're going to save the game into slot 1, and we're going to reload. So remember wrong warping? Remember how I explained that at the very beginning of the run, never did it again? So, nobody saw that. That's okay. So wrong warping is pretty cool. I hear it's just kind of decent, as a matter of fact. So you get to see more of how it works here. It actually warps you to the default point of a room, which is room dependent. So we're gonna wrong warp twice over here. And remember, if I drop any of these, I have to restart. Like that. No problem though. I set the estimate to this to be very high, so it's okay. And just in case I, for some reason, can't get it to work, I have a backup save.
While shit works, I'd like to take a little bit of time to thank the people who helped us get to and over $3 million, including Voolagin, who donated $2,500 and says, I miss you all. I miss friends. I miss GDQs. I miss the practice room. I miss the donation station. What I don't miss is the spirit, because it's alive and well, and I can still feel it even from here at home. It's the spirit to put in hard work to help others, even when there may be no direct benefit to ourselves. It's the spirit to use our own talents and accomplishments to uplift others. It's the spirit of GDQ, and it gives me hope. Please keep carrying that spirit with you.
I miss it too, man. Vula, thank you for the 2,500, man. That's crazy. So, you see that I wrong warped into this fight from the bottom. Now, I'm at low HP, enough to where I can use Dance X and intentionally wipe. Because like I said, we don't want to clear this fight normally. So we're actually going to take an intentional death here.
Hey, we got it. Nope. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, not yet.
I saw Chris go down and I thought we were there.
This go around. So we're going to do the exact same thing twice. And if I miss any of these wrong warps, it's just very sad, honestly. It's just really sad. And it's just never fun. There is a cool backup strat I discovered, though. Okay, cool. I didn't miss any of them. So now our position doesn't get updated. Keep note of where Chris is there. And now hopefully Chris will die. Please die, Chris. Chris, die. I beg of you, please. It's the only thing I've ever wanted you to do in my life. Chris, come on.
Hashtag Chris die? I
oh,
don't
no.
like this.
Don't do this to me. No. It wouldn't be a marathon if Chris didn't die, right? All right, try it again. Run it back.
Once more again. With your indulgence, time for some donations.
So now you can see why the beginning of this category is slightly irritating. It's just a little bit, Chris just doesn't want to die sometimes.
You did say 1 in 9, and 1 in 9 works every time except the other 8.
Yeah, it becomes a 1 in 4 after Ralsei dies, and Ralsei is made out of paper, so... And we heal Susie here to get as much HP on her as possible. So now Chris will die immediately.
Not a sturdy boy.
Yeah, like I said.
And we're in there.
The gift of prophecy. So yeah, if Chris falls in this battle, you get to move on instantly. And also, for those who don't know, the cutscene after, Chris stays dead in the cutscene. This was actually patched in a later patch. It didn't used to be like this. I guess somebody watched the speedruns and thought this was really funny. And it is really funny.
Look, so we're gonna hold just resting.
They're just resting, yeah. We're gonna make sure we hold down and right to leave the room on the first frame. So that's going to give us S, R, and N actions. But the DJs are actually still alive. If I was to walk back up into that screen, I would have fought them again. Which is why I didn't go for the swag wrong warp strat that saves 6 seconds, because I'm not doing that in a marathon. You're insane. So now I'm gonna go take a save. And so what was it that we were doing? Something about donations, money, was it? I think we should I think we should maybe do a little bit of that ourselves. And let's get some Chromer. Let's get a lot of Chromer. Oh, also, Rootbuster doesn't play in this encounter because if you do the thing with the DJs, the next battle doesn't play battle music properly. This gets fixed on the next encounter. It's just a little weird thing. So, we're gonna grind for some money. Now, you might be wondering, wait a minute, streamer, why are you grinding for money in Snowgrave? Don't you kill a bunch of things? Just wait, you'll see. You'll see when the magic happens. So, in total, we need to get over 2,000 money. 2,000 Chromer. The actual amount we need is specifically 1997, which is somebody's favorite year. But,
it is. It's some donations from chat's favorite number, if I'm reading this right.
Ooh.
Spamton Neopet sends in $19.97 and says, I give you my generous donation for the price of my favorite year. Counting on you little sponges to shoot for the sky and get on the path to the big one. Thank you, Spamton Neopets.
Come on, chat, let's break the record. Let's be a big shot. I want to see some big shot moves. You got any more donations? This is going to be a little bit.
No problem. $5 from Marcus McLeod to the Prevent Cancer Foundation and says, come on, I'm craving frozen chicken at half price.
All right, we're at 1,106, so we got 5 more to go.
$50 from Aki and Sen, who say, enhance Chromer.
I love
Ubercat
Chromer.
sends in $5 and says, good luck, big shot. You got this.
Thank you,
Snowgrave,
Uber.
get paid.
Hashtag Snowgrave get paid, baby. Let's go. For those who don't know, Ubercat is another top runner for this game. Super cool guy, great friend. Big shout outs to him for being incredibly supportive and also teaching me pop balance, even if I didn't get it. I'm sorry. Great guy, though. Thank you, man.
We also have $19.97 from Avum, who says, hey, Every, it's your favorite #1 rated salesman, 1997, Spamton, G. Spamton. But he has fallen and cannot get up. All he needs is your credit card information and the 3 numbers on the back. If you want to be a big shot, give him all your hyperlink block. Thank you, Avon.
Help! I've fallen and I can't get up. I always love when people do Spamton riffs on like old commercials.
Yes, there are some real favorites out there.
Yeah, including one that I can't talk about on this stream because it's got a little vulgar language. But those who know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. Something Baltimore. Okay, we've got 2026 Chromer, so we're good to go now. And I don't think I got hit a single time during any of that. So I am going to take another save just in case I mess this part up. I don't think I will because I practiced it. But, performance problems 1 in 5, man, Anyway, we're going to do the door overflow glitch again, except we're going to do it a little bit cooler this time.
Chad, I'm going to officially advise you, as your friend, to hold on to your seats for this one.
So, we get to get infinite choicer overflows here, which you'll notice, wow, we got a Thorn Ring. I wonder what we're going to do with that. Oh, and we got the egg, too. The egg, that's pretty cool. And now we need to do the glitch one more time in order to warp to the trash zone to continue the run.
Wait, no. Chocolate, yes. Horrible. Little far-fetched. What are we doing?
Yeah, we have the egg. We just randomly get it. You can actually get unlimited amounts of eggs using that glitch. All right. So when we get into the trash zone here, we actually are invisible and can't move, and that's because the game plays the cutscene that's supposed to play after Birdly 1, where you fall down and Susie gets like injured and has a Sundar moment where she's all like, I don't need healing, and then she's all like, dang it, I need healing, and Ralsei heals her. Except,
Streamer, I regret to inform you that word is pronounced Sundare.
My bad. I'm so sorry. I can't believe I mispronounced a word.
Yeah, Birdly got you.
Actually, streamer, hypothetically, that's actually pronounced Sundar. Anyway, there is a lot of things happening off screen that we can't see, and now here we go. Also, Newbert.
Everyone's favorite.
So yeah, this game has a city area. I'm not sure if you knew that from my previous speedrun. This is a completely new area. I think it's like DLC or something.
Good soundtrack, though.
We're all saying, Susie, leave Chris to go off to their own machinations. And by that, I mean we are going to make them do absolutely horrible and terrible things that you should never make anybody do. I'm also an expert at navigating traffic. I do live in Florida. I have to deal with the worst drivers on Earth, so I'm pretty good at it.
That makes two of us. Isn't it fun?
Slide right by this encounter. And, oh, hey, it's Noelle! Right, I forgot she was in this game.
I mean, she does seem precious.
And Queen hitting that perfect split. I mean, wow. That's incredible. It takes a lot of athleticism to do it. I can't do that. So, we're going to go over and walk to the left here. And this little Vera-Kun is going to be our little tutorial enemy. That's going to teach us how to use axe on enemy. Oh, never mind. We killed it. So now that we've murdered that Vero, we're going to put the Thorn Ring on Noelle immediately. And we're going to reload.
I'm sure there's a perfectly reasonable explanation for all of this.
And now we're going to do some wrong warps to go back through the city as fast as possible. Look how fast that was, chat. Insane. So we still do need to get the freeze ring item, which requires that we kill all of these enemies. That is a mandatory part of the progression for this route, except it's a little bit easier now that we're doing 513 damage per ice shock because the Thorn Ring is absolutely ludicrously busted. I mean, it's insane. Now, you might be wondering, wait a minute, streamer, you have the Thorn Ring. Can't you cast Snowgrave? You're actually unable to cast Snowgrave until you go into the Birdly fight. Once you are in the Birdly fight, though, you learn Snowgrave, and if there happens to be any enemies alive that you skip via some kind of glitch, you could go back and subjugate them, so to speak. A little bit of, you know, just a little bit of good stuff. Anyway, Noelle's HP will constantly drain with the Thorn Ring, but it's not like it matters because none of the enemies are actually ever going to get to like attack us ever, because you know. But even if they did, I wouldn't get hit. I wouldn't get hit by enemies in this game because I'm an expert at bullet hells. I mean, I even know hit Supreme Calamitous from the Calamity mod for Terraria. I'm very good at bullet hells, guys. I would never get hit by enemies, and that would never happen. That's crazy. I'm gonna take a quick save here, just to, you know, just marathon saves. So there's a trick here we can do well, I'll just show you. Got it. If you push the switch and touch the, if you push the box and touch the switch on the same frame, it gives you movement back, and you can just peace on out, which is super useful, and skips that cutscene there. Saves about 10 seconds. I'm gonna grab the pink ribbon item, the best item in Deltarune, by the way. Literally insane. The pink ribbon expands your graze box. If you don't know what that is, so the little ring that appears around me when I'm grazing, it's much bigger now with the pink ribbon. And because grazing saves time on attacks, the pink ribbon not only saves us time by allowing us to graze attacks more and for longer, it also makes the game easier. So it's, you know, it's a double whammy. It's insane. It's one of the best items in the game. Now, there is a strictly better version called the Twing Ribbon, which you can make after Chapter 2, but you don't get to use it on anything, so, like, who cares? It'll be super useful in Chapter 3, though. So now we need to get the ring. And Noelle is going to demonetize that guy off screen. I can't say the K word or else the YouTube VOD will really not like it.
Disapparate. Unmake.
Unmake, yeah. I'm going to quickly slap the pink ribbon onto Chris here. So remember all those encounters that we need to kill here? Oh, I said the word. Oops, sorry, YouTube. So it turns out because we already have the Thorn Ring, you can just ignore all of them. Yeah, completely optional. It's not required for the Snowgrave route. Since the only thing that checks for having exhausted the enemy encounter count is getting the Thorn Ring, but we already have it, so...
Fighting not necessary, Snowgrave route. Okay, notes updated, thank you.
Gotcha. And I did reload there to get the wrong warp state back, and we're going to carry that through the next couple of rooms, hopefully, maybe. This is something called Mouse 3 Skip, which doesn't matter nearly as much in this category as it used to in the old main route run. Oh my gosh. In the old main route run, it used to save like a minute, but here it saves like 10 seconds. I'm just doing it for super swag. And thankfully, we don't have to solve this puzzle in this route. We can just, slowly proceed towards Noelle and force her back into the lightning until she breaks psychologically and casts an ice spell unconsciously. I never said that we were good people here. And just keep in mind, we're making Chris say and do all of this stuff through the soul. I didn't wrong warp. Whoops. Well, whatever.
Would you like to know what chat is making me say and do?
More donations?
I can do that. The Worst Elf sends in $250 and says, I can't wait for Spamton, my beloved. The Worst Elf also sends in $100 and says, okay, this is my last donation for this GDQ. I think you might read that in a Sans voice if you were so inclined. Thank you, Worst Elf.
So, it's time to make some frozen chicken. Proceed. What do you mean proceed? So, with the Thorn Ring in hand, we're going to get to 100 TP, and because we have an action, we are able to cast Snowgrave. If any of you Deltarune developers know why that's the case, please DM me on Twitter. I'd be fascinated to learn why Snowgrave has to have an action to be casted. Fine. You want to see what happens so bad? Watch what happens when I cast a spell I don't know. And Birdly, my friend, the only thing I have to say to you about all of this, Birdly, is that honestly, you should have teched it. I mean, it was dodgeable, man. Wobbling is completely balanced. It's okay to just make your opponent not be able to freeze the game, guys. It's totally balanced. You should have just not gotten grabbed, Birdly. And
I'm going to take your word on this one. I don't know the frame data, so I'm trusting you.
Now you just got punished and you're stuck in a block of ice for the rest of your life. There is something poetic about the character who looks like Falco Lombardi getting wobbled and turned into a block of ice. There's something very poetic about it. So anyway, doing the Snowgrave route unlocks this alternate pathway here. Where we are able to go to this this suspicious-looking cover here. And have you guys ever heard of Among Us? Anyway, we're going to take this, not a vent, it's a manhole, over to the mansion here, where Susie and Ralsei meet up with us and look at Chris and say, oh my god, you look terrible, what happened? And Chris doesn't explain because we don't let them, because we're terrible people.
Yeah, that's not at all suspicious.
I'm going to take a save here, again, marathon. We're going to do a wrong warp here, maybe. Never mind. So if I open the menu in this room and close the menu, it makes mouse wheel move at half speed because mouse wheel's speed is set on room load, but when you open the menu, it's set to the wrong speed. And I'm going to narrowly avoid touching any of these pippus here. So that's actually frame perfect. What I just did right there. Getting past that little row of pippus there is not only, it's pixel perfect, but it's actually sub-pixel perfect. Because of the way Chris's running mechanics in this game work, oh, you can do the same thing on these pippus that you do on the swatchlings, by the way, it just breaks them. Anyway, because of the way the game's running mechanics work, you can get offset by 2 units when you achieve max speed. And because of that, you can actually get into a position where it is literally impossible to get through those pippus without getting hit. Not that. I know my menuing. Yeah, I run this category all the time. What do you mean? But yeah, because of that, the specific setup I do to hit max speed there always guarantees that I at least have the right pixel alignment to get the skip, and then actually getting the skip is also frame perfect. Otherwise, you run into pippus and lose 7 seconds. Very fun. And on top of that, if you miss the skip and run into the pippus, you have a 1 in 100 chance of encountering miss pippus and getting absolutely humiliated. Just honestly destroyed. So
I don't know why, and at this point, I'm not going to ask questions.
So unlike the main route, lesbian skip is actually mandatory here. We can't ever watch what they do. The game doesn't give us an option to, so that's how you know this route is absolutely pure evil. I mean, just can't believe it. Anyway, after a little bit of time passes, Ralsei will fall asleep. Got the cute little anime snore bubble. All right, and let's be on our way. I feel like there was supposed to be a boss in that room or something along those lines. Like, was there a boss fight there last time, or am I forgetting something?
I mean, I can go back and check the VOD, but that'd take time, and we're going fast.
True. So Queen here, her plan is a little bit shot because she doesn't actually have Noelle, as you see here. Because Noelle has wandered off after being traumatized by being forced to murder her childhood friend by an omniscient spirit possessing a remotely associated person with her. Family friendly. Yeah, this route, I mean, if you read the text and actually read it, the subtext of this route is incredibly dark. Like, it's really messed up stuff, and I can't wait to see more in the next couple of chapters. Keep it up, Toby.
If you've played Undertale, you know from dark subtext. And if you haven't, play Undertale.
Yeah, Undertale, pretty good game. Also speedrun Undertale.
Time for some donations?
We're about to encounter the Mr. Man himself, so.
No problem.
All right, we're going to take a safety save here. And it's time, everybody, for everybody's favorite salesman. 1997.
It was a good year.
So we haven't actually encountered Spamton at all, so there's really no reason for us to be mad at, or him to be mad at us. So we kind of have to fabricate a reason for him to be mad at us. So like, you got something?
Oh, I heard something about Spamton being into, well, some modern technologies, and I'm just imagining, Chris, you right-clicked my NFT. I paid over 2 million kroner for that. I sold my house for it. Chris, why do you think I live in a garbage can? And now we fight.
So after right-clicking Spamton's NFT, it's going to piss him off, and we're going to use the big shot exploit to piss him off even more. So if you don't know, if you hold down Enter and mash Z, it enrages Neo and allows you to shoot infinite charge shots. The enrage function makes him do significantly more damage and become very scary, and also changes this attack, except that I'm really good at the game, so it doesn't matter. Check out this grazing. Sick. Anyway, we're going to blow up the mouth on this attack and leave the other two alive so we can graze them. If we leave at least 2 of them alive, the patterns are still easy. Otherwise, the patterns become hard if they're the last one left. So here we're going to have to blast his hearts out of, or his heart. So I'm more just focused on not getting hit here. So here we need to get up to 50 TP. Oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh, oh Lord. Okay, we're safe. So we need 50 TP, otherwise we won't be able to use cross slash again and finish him off. Oh, this fight is extremely scary because he literally kills you with 2 hits.
If you've ever done this fight normally, you have your party, and Spamton isn't firing a million lasers at you at all times. It's a very different beast.
Yeah, he's a little bit spooky. I'm just glad I managed to get through without dying. Like I said, this fight is extremely punishing if you get hit. You do get a free heal if you press F1, but you can't do that during the middle of a turn. Otherwise, you get hit twice and you're done. Anyway, we're going to call Noelle's name, and importantly, when you use the axe there, it will say that Chris calls for their allies, but when you call for Noelle, it says you do. This is a little thing in the game. It's called reading, something that a lot of Deltarune players don't do. Very important. Yeah, separating you and Chris there, definitely intentional. If you haven't gotten that yet.
You think there's time for me to do a little reading?
Oh yeah, sure, go for it.
Alrighty. Glitchy Queer sends in $50 and says, "Hey GDQ, big fan of speedrunning, big fan of the marathon, and a big fan of Shay. Let's hope that this run goes well, and in case of Snowgrave happening, I wish everyone a very nice Chris die."
Well,
thank you, Glitchy Queer.
Thank you.
Glad we could make that happen for you. Fixie Law sent in $25 and says, "Main route in Snowgrave may be cool, but what if the Joker could beatbox?" Anyways, good luck on the run, Shay. Super proud of you.
Thanks,
Octahart sends in $10 and says, "Hey, Shay, good luck on the run, and I hope nothing but the best for your bagel-crushing recovery."
Hey, look, Burley's dead. He's dead, he's dead, he's dead, he's dead. Okay, cool. I wasted enough time. I delayed the schedule enough.
I think he's also just sleep. Well, never mind. I'll take your word on it. While we leg it back through town, $15 from Woofle D to the Prevent Cancer Foundation. Hi, Shay. I've only been in your community for a few months, but I've loved every single moment I've spent in this community, and it's awesome to see you running such a great game at AGDQ. Thank you for all the laughs and great gaming.
Thanks, Woofle.
And Helix13 donates $15 and says, I helped route Deltarune Chapter 2 when it released. The new trick skips basically everything I found, and I couldn't be happier about it. Anyways, there's nobody better to showcase this game than Shay. Best of luck. I know you'll knock it out of the park.
Thanks, Helix. So remember this cutscene? I hope you guys liked it the first time, because it's even better the second time. It's like a good joke. It's like a John Mulaney skit. It gets better on the second watching. Let's see if we can mash a little bit faster here. Sometimes you go off to the right, and sometimes you go off to the left, and you can go off to the left so far that Chris ends up in the shower and is really funny.
Well, while we're cleaning up and making sure our hygiene and hydration needs are taken care of in the bathroom, we've got a donation from Freezer Burning. It says, yes, that's my best friend. Go, bestie, go.
Thanks, Freezer. Thanks, bestie.
$20 from Talia that says, hey, Shay, good luck on early DJs, the DJ fight, Mouse 1 skip, the Birdly fights, Mouse 3 skip, and Mansion Interact slide.
Mouse 3
skip.
skip.
Went perfectly right.
Mouse 3 skip, I don't know what you're talking about. What? Huh? What? Cut the VOD. Got any more?
Absolutely. $150 from Ro, who says, everyone Deltarunes. That's right. Just this once. Everybody Deltarunes. Thank you, Ro. And $25 from Justin, who says, cutest chat, I humbly apologize for the misguided and completely baseless claims that you are Orb. After minutes of time looping, I've come to realize that you are an amazing lamp, and I'm truly sorry for my attitude over the last 7 twirls. I appreciate all the times that you've been pogbones for me, even though I wasn't coggers for you. Thank you, Spider-Man. Cave Johnson. Thank you, Justin.
It's not quite my tempo. I love all these J.K. Simmons things. These are great.
Sorry for dragging. I'll see if I can keep with you next time.
T-Tree, are you a rusher or are you a dragger? Or are you going to be on my time?
Your time?
So the ending plays out the
Oh,
exact same as last time. Yeah. The ending plays out literally the exact same as main route. You know, the only really difference in Snowgrave's route in the light world is that there is an additional scene at the hospital, which if you haven't seen, you need to just see it for yourself. It's crazy and dark as heck. So as the run comes to a close here, I just want to thank Games Done Quick for what they do. These marathons are always incredible, and thank you for them for giving me this opportunity to play this game to almost cap off the marathon. And really, it's an incredibly special opportunity, and I'm very blessed and thankful to have been given this. And thank you for all the support, all you lovely, wonderful people, and all the donations that people have put forward to break $3 million. Absolutely incredible stuff.
$3,062,000.
We're crawling up to break the record. And here comes time in just a moment. And time. I went to hit my life split, but I don't have life split. It's a force of habit.
Don't worry, we've got you taken care of on this end.
Yeah, thank you so much
for everything, Shay.
Of course.
Any last words?
I had a grand old time running this. I'm absolutely thrilled to have shown off this run. And this last year has been absolutely overwhelming in terms of support for me. I've gotten to meet one of the most amazing communities, both through my own community and also the speedrun community at large. Is one of the most incredible groups of people I've ever met in my entire life. The amount of positivity and encouragement and great things has outweighed negative experiences by such an incredible amount. I can't state enough just how wonderful this community is. What an incredible thing we have here, and how everybody should feel happy for themselves for being included in such a wonderful, great space where we help out everybody. So thank you, everybody. And What the heck? Let's break the donation record for GDQ, huh? That sounds pretty good, right, guys?